So I think this episode was a perfect way to end this war between, ogres, elves, and humans. And I did like, and I feel like there's a level of realism to our main character, especially after the war. So if you saw, this scene after the whole war, his cremating the 30 people that were killed, that were from his company, his fellow goblins, I guess, his comrades, and is cremating them, honoring their death, I guess. And he's sitting there and he says, I'm not sad or anything, but it does make me stick to life harder than before because they can't now. And I don't know, that just whole thing, that realization of how precious life is and how delicate life is, it was just really a different point of view. And I also liked, so after he gave, the medicine to the king, we see these two injured soldiers. They're walking, they're limping, and they bump into Ogoro. And they expect, to a fight to death. But Ogoro says the fight's over, so there's no need for this unnecessary killing, and he walked away. And I kind of like that side of him because he realized that, like he said, the reason he gave away the medicine secretly to the knight, I guess, was because he didn't want any endless fighting. I'm guessing those 30, he already knew, oh, probably this one I'm gonna leave this war, with a few bodies. And so, yeah, just like that realistic part where, I just want to end this war as soon as possible so my comrades don't have to die for this meaningless war. And so, the question now is that, what will happen now? Because, we saw Ogre, he kind of solved the whole issue with, he gave the secret elven medicine to the knights, and basically ended the whole conflict ended there. So I wonder what's next up for Ogre, because as we saw in the end of this episode, he pretty much, just cremated the people who his comrades that died. That was kind of it. So the only question I have now is what's gonna be next for Okoro? Now, one thing I would have said was that he might be looking for some kind of revenge, because I feel like it gave me a sign that Okoro and the Brave that we saw this episode, they're probably gonna have a rematch. So I thought, maybe after this, after cremates, maybe Ogre would be oh, let me just go by myself so I can assassinate this Brave. But now that I'm thinking, he's probably gonna, choose against that, because again, he doesn't want for their death to be in vain. So it's probably gonna stop there with all the conflict and everything. But like I said, the big question now is what's gonna happen with Ogre and everything. Are they still gonna be what I could see is probably I wouldn't be surprised if some other race, if we get introduced to some other races, for example the dwarves, and they also need their assistance, the mercenaries group assistance, Parabellum, and maybe Ogre will obviously accept this job, and that might be the next leg. But for now, the big question is what happens now? Because like I said, the whole thing ended. The humans got, the whole war's over. The humans got their medicine, so they have no reason to fight. The elves have no reason to fight, and the ogres have no reason to fight. So, yeah, big question: what happens now? But overall, this episode was like this episode is pretty cool. I like the whole fights and everything. Thought it was pretty cool, but I think I'm just gonna end it here. Please, if you like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.